How the hell y'all doing? Clint from the Doorway too. Do another one of those reviews you love oh so very much. Today is Saturday, April 24th. We are going to be doing a album off of Eclipse Records. The band is called, I think it's Benthos, and the album is called 2. Came out digitally and CD yesterday, which is the 23rd. It is a 5-piece from Milan, Italy. And I am going to say that it mixes elements of jazz, prog metal, deathcore, and metalcore. If you throw all three of those different styles together, you are going to get something very interesting. This is another band that I think Eclipse really is taken out of the shadows and going to make something big out of, because it's catchy as hell, it's heavy, it's weird. I don't know, there's Periphery elements in this, there's Dream Theater elements in this, I'd say there's August Burn Red elements in this as well too. There's so many different things going on here. There's just a lot of different styles happening. So why don't we listen to the very first track, which I'm probably gonna butcher because it's in Italian, but I think it's Cartesio, and here we go. That's a good taste of the first track. But yeah, anything that mixes horns, those amazing harmonic vocals, and those heavy driving guitar and bass lines, like I said, you can hear the periphery screaming through this, maybe even Between the Buried and Me, like they're talking about. I can definitely hear a bit of that there as well too. This 5-piece out of Italy is making some catchy, heavy, aggressive, left of center prog meets metalcore right now. There's some really other deathcore moments that you'll hear as well too, so we'll listen to a bit more of it. But the album cover has that very periphery kind of vibe to me, so I'm going with that. This is track number 2 we're going to check out, and it's called Back and Forth.
Infinity
listen to those driving, phased out bass lines and those heavy syncopated drum beats, and those vocals are just so catchy and hypnotic at times. This one was definitely more of a proggy kind of side of things, but that's where they lie. They go really proggy, sometimes really metalcore, and then there's these bursts of deathcore moments, so it's really cool. This track number 3, Talk to Me Dragonfly, seems to be a track that they're pushing the most, so let's listen to it and kind of see why. Right there. Obviously the reason why this song has been picked for the focal track is it mixes all the elements that I talked about, and it's the first time that you actually get to hear the deathcore kind of side. But like, there's so many different layers and styles going on here, so definitely one of the more stellar tracks here. Let's jump into track number 5, which is called Debris Essence. think what I really like about this the most is the mix of melody, brutality, and technicality all mixed in together that just makes it something more and more interesting on every track. They love to layer, change things. When it's brutal, it still has a melody on the side of it. And when it's got melody, it's still got this weird, distant kind of left of center oddness to it. And each instrument can just so clearly be heard. Warm basses, really great dueling guitars. The drummer knows how to not overplay. Again, that's a big thing in prog for me. Also in kind of deathcore and metalcore, don't overplay the parts, play to the parts. That's really, really great. So I'm going to say that Benthos, you are mixing all those things together, and Eclipse Records has found another really stunning underground band that should get some good push. This record is something that I'll be listening to over and over again for sure. Let's listen to the very last track, track number 7, Dissolving Flowers, and then we'll wrap this up. Good as anywhere to end it. Can't believe I'm waiting until the end of this review to talk about this. But the other things that I keep hearing are like elements of like Kansas and Yes, and maybe even Frank Zappa, from what like the way the arrangements are done and the really cool lush acoustics that go into the heavier rockin' and more metallic sides of things, and then adding the brutality. But I can't believe I waited till the end to talk about those kind of bands too, but it mixes with all the other things I talked about. Benthos, they are absolutely, like I said, they're a mixture of prog, jazz, deathcore, metalcore. Put those four things together, mix them all together however you want, and you absolutely have what's going on for their album called 2. There is definitely a lot of periphery love going on here. There is definitely a lot of Between the Buried and Me love going on here as well too. I am not going to argue for a second on that. There's never really a degent moment, but you can hear that they could totally do degent stuff if they wanted to. But again, came out yesterday, April 23rd, on Eclipse Records, digitally and CD. I will leave links to the Eclipse page to be able to get it, as well as some Facebook links, so you guys can kind of contact the band as well. Again, you like what I'm doing, you like when I do these more obscure bands, please subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram TV pages. They're very easy to get to. It's where everything is for me. I get hundreds of you to watch these, but I have like less than 70 subscribers. So let's hook up on the subscriber side and get this exposed to more of the world. Again, until next time, love doing this. Clint from the Doorway 2. See ya.